So, label the parts. This is the bottom, and that'll go on here. It'll cover up the defect in this wood here, and then this is the side. So this will go up something like that. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm going to make the ends. So now I got the 1/4 inch lines up here, and I'm going to put the ruler diagonally and draw a diagonal line going across on each side of these. Okay, now you see that I've done that. And the nice thing is you can use this as a template here and save yourself some measuring. Now I'll do that. Now you see I've got identical ends there, and now I'll use the other side as a template, and then we'll tape this thing together. That is, I'll tape this thing together. Okay, now I've glued a side to a bottom, and now I position an end here, and I'll tape this. Okay, that's what it looks like without the other side wall being put on. And of course it's always good to test fit these things first, because sometimes you make a mistake, of which I did, which I fixed. I put a side instead of a bottom, but things like that happen. So don't press your masking tape down until you're sure that that's where it goes, because it's real hard to get it off. Now I put some tape along here to make a smooth edge. And I'll do the same thing on the other side, otherwise you'll end up with a seam like that, which doesn't look that nice. I'm not the best scratch builder or modeler, but there are some things that if I can eliminate a shoddy workmanship, I will. So I'll add another piece of tape. Right, there's the completed hopper. And I learned some things from this one that I didn't do on the other one, so that's the way it goes. It's a learning experience. So you do some things that you wouldn't do on the other one, and vice versa. So now the best thing to do on the inside here is to paint it black. So I'm going to go outside and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to show you how to paint, because on my other videos I have showed you how to do that without making a mess. Done that. So now I'm going to tip this over, and I'm going to put a bead of glue right here. Don't put it right on the edge, and don't put it right over here, because if you want it to squish out, you don't want it to squish out the ends, because then you got a mess and you got to clean it up. But I don't know about you, but I hate cleaning up messes, particularly my own. Other people's messes I really hate, but that's another matter. So now you see the little bead of glue I got there, and now we'll center it on here. Use a combination square right here. You can set that for 1/4 inch, and then you can center it and it'll be straight. Okay? So there's some other things that we're going to do. While this is drying, there are braces, which is on the original Bethlehem steel Highline Larry card. And these are representative of trucks, or if you're from the British Isles in the UK, they're called bogies, but here they're called trucks. You can call them what you wish. Wheel sets, axles, they really don't matter. But anyway, the way this thing really works in real life, this is the rail here, and this is a rail here, and this is a center rail. There's a pickup roller underneath here that picks up the electricity, and then it goes out to either one of these rails and back to the power source. So it's sort of like a big Lionel 3-rail train set, or early Mark Lane. Okay, so we're going to go and do this while we're waiting for some things. Get one brace set the way you want. You can use it as a pattern for the others and save yourself some trouble there. Okay, there you can see the braces, and that's very similar to what's over here. You can see those, hopefully. And what I'm using is it's called the Amazing Goop. Marine. Now, the thing with it is that it has a 5-minute setup time. And so any time between you first apply it to what you're going to glue, and after 5 minutes, you have 5 minutes to play with it to get it right. So, but the nice thing about it, it'll glue metal, plastic, skin together, and it's not a crino adhesive, so there's nothing to mix, which is a pain in the hind end. So now that I got this taken care of here, now I'm going to use these as a guide, okay? And then I'm going to put the cross member across, like you see right there, hopefully. Now if you want to know what I'm using for the braces, there you are, wooden coffee stirrers. So now I'm going to turn this thing upside down and we're going to install the trucks, which are already painted silver. Now you see the little glue bead on there, and I'm going to position the trucks. Use a ruler to get the trucks ahead of each other. Now you may ask, where are the wheels? Well, the wheels will be on the inside. So all you'll see is the truck frame, okay? Which is prototypical, it happens. For a fact, the Rio Grande, the Denver and Rio Grande DNRGW, it's now the Silverton, their locomotives have the wheels inside the frames. So there's a prototype for everything. So now we're going to attach the other trucks or bogies. Alright, so now you can see the trucks or bogies, and hopefully if I turn this around, there you can see what it looks like there, which looks very similar to here. Now when that sets up, I'm going to come back and make the cab. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I've taken the opportunity to paint this up, and that'll make it easier for me to paint the cab. And when I return from a band rehearsal, I will fabricate the cab, and that will take care of the blast furnace division as far as I'm concerned, at least for the time being. There's some safety walkways, excuse me for talking that way, some safety walkways I want to put over the third rail, which is right here, and but I can do that later. That's no problem there. So anyhow, that'll take care of that for now. Alright, now we're gonna work on the cab today, and I'm gonna have to have it 1.5 inches wide over here so that you can get that overhang over here. And by the way, I didn't like the steps I hand drew, so I used a Microsoft paint program to fabricate some steps where there's stairs over there. So we'll start out with getting the floor plan. Okay, so this is going to be 1 7/8 inches over here. You square up your cardboard first, and I'll do that. I made a mistake. The error is human, right? So what I should have done was lay out the floor here and made it 2.5 inches wide this way, and then the 1 7/8 inches going this way. So that's what I did here, and that'll be the floor. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make another one of these and have it go up here, and that'll be the rear wall of the cab, okay?